Have you now? Oh, jeez. That was a little loud. Have you now? Because I've never streamed this. Not yet, anyway. Also, it's still kind of loud on my end. Give me a second. There we go, that's better. How's the sound, by the way? Am I coming through, or is the music overpowering me? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, it looks fine on OBS. It was just in my headset a little bit too loud. Ooh. Ah, patch notes. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of playthroughs. I'm not exactly new at the game, but I think I'm just gonna start with the tutorial still. You know, it's different watching a game and actually playing it yourself. Even though some people would disagree. And I guess I'm just gonna start. It's been 5 minutes. We're going with 2-bit because that looks nicer with the gradient. Ah, perfect. Perfect. Let's just go with Virtual Boy. Just completely destroy our eyes. Yeah, I think this one is actually fine. Normal difficulty. I don't know what this timeline feature is. Maybe that unlocks later. But yeah, the game offers you a few scenarios to start with. First one is the spine-chilling story of School Scissors. Which is basically like a condensed version of the main game. Oh yeah, when it says modern era, this game takes place in the 80s, so certainly these phones and these computers, TVs, that's a TV, not a computer. You know, the usual stuff that happened in the 80s. Reality starts to crumble. So, just right off the bat, this game can be a little bit overwhelming, just from the interface. Isn't there a tutorial somewhere? Or maybe that's only in the main game. But yeah, just for orientation, this area is the main playing area. Up here we have a progress bar, so to speak, and also like resources like bullets and cigarettes. On the right-hand side, there's basically all of the inventory and character-specific UI. Like, I can look at my stats over here, I can look at my spells and items, and all the other stuff that doesn't apply to this game mode. And below the main playing area, there's the combat, and just in general, like the text log, which is helpful to figure out what some stuff did. It's like, it's very 80s inspired. I think it says so itself in the tutorial later on. Oh, there's the combat tutorial. I guess we can turn that on. We barely survived the encounter with the skin hack at the nursery. Start the mystery. What the fuck? Just hit it. So normally a game of World of Horror is... It's very modular. And you do like different mysteries. And this first scenario that we do, or that I'm doing right now, it's just condensed to one mystery, which is the spine-chilling story of School Scissors. And the sharpest scissors. What's the worst thing that could happen? So, first of all, we're taking the friend's diary from the storage, looking at it. What is the worst thing? We're gonna find out, probably. So this is the sigil that we need to make to seal the demon once we summon it. So we need... I need to remember the sigil. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. We're forcing her to appear so we can actually kill her and make her disappear. Makes sense. So yeah, the game is kind of limited at this point. It only gives us 4 options: accessing the storage, exploring the school, performing the ritual, which we can't do yet, and checking out the school lockers, which is also locked right now. I don't... Oh no, that's just the symbol. Hey. Baseball bat. Wooden bat, not baseball bat. I'm not gonna equip this yet because I know the combat tutorial is gonna make me equip something else anyway. Ah! I found the ribcage locker. 2 rib cages on top of each other. Just twitching. Nice. So, investigating... World of Horror is kind of board gamey. So whenever we investigate, we get like an event, like this one, the trophy case, and then we get a few options how to handle this event. There's actually like a serial number as well on like which event this is. You find an old trophy case set in a seemingly abandoned corridor. Everything inside is covered with a thick layer of dust. One metal seems particularly valuable. Smash and grab? Smash and grab. You break the glass window, cutting yourself a little bit in the process. This metal isn't made of gold, but you'll be able to sell it easily. So +1 funds, -1 stamina. Yeah, stamina and reason are the main stats. If we run out of either of them, we die. And below that we have like the minus stats that are for skill checks. Last one is funds. So basically we have 5 money, nondescript money. You feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. Yeah, reason. It's sanity, reason. Basically. Well, let's investigate further. You're stopped by a girl you haven't seen in months. But how could you? She died in an accident. So, yeah, combat tutorial. During each turn, you'll build a sequence of your target moves from an action ring. Well, the action ring doesn't exist anymore. Instead, it's the action grid. Yeah, if you hover over stuff, it does give you the tooltips on the left-hand side here. We basically have 200 seconds each round, and the kick is gonna take 55 seconds, so we can fit 3 kicks into one attack sequence. She has 18 HP, she does 1 damage to sanity, to stamina and reason each turn to us, and power rating is just in general how powerful an enemy is. So, launch the sequence. Okay. Then we have other options as well. We can look for an improvised weapon. And I guess kick her again. We found a broken bottle. Can equip that. And the tutorial is already over. Attack with your weapon. Chance to hit 55%. That's not good. But I can attack boost. Has additional 10% chance to hit. This effect stacked. So 4 damage. Oh, but this just makes it guaranteed to hit, so can we... Okay, this doesn't work exactly, but if I do... Oh, 75%, so... Yeah! No, I did not enjoy that. Okay, she's down to 7 HP, so I guess we just keep attacking. Down to 4 HP. This should do it. Oh, yeah, we found her diary. That's nice. -3. Well, that doesn't do anything in this game mode. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. You must hurry and find it. Oh, yeah, we have another option. We can now peek outside. Okay. You shouldn't risk that again. Seems fair. Seems fair. I don't think that hurt me. I hope it didn't hurt me. Didn't pay attention to my stats. Something is wrong. Instead of the clear blue sky, you see the bloated corpse of a long-forgotten deity looming over the school's roof. That's not good. The barrier between worlds is coming apart. You must hurry or risk being noticed by whatever the other Eldritch Horrors still lurk here. Sneaking or running? Sneaking or running? Strength check failure. You raise your head in time to see Athyosh Yola, single eye glaring down at you. You scream as your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge and your skin is etched with ancient runes and curses. That's also not good. Cursed signs. Casting spells raises doom. Well, I don't care about doom or spells, so... Hey, Flooney. Well, we we did find the Blessed Chalk, so we're halfway done with the task. We can now... What was the sigil again? Triangle and pointing upwards and this weird thing. Okay. Is it this one? No, that doesn't seem right. This seems right. Well, we still need to find the holy candles, so... Impossible angles and seemingly moving lines make your head spin. Well, I can't click on this, so we're just gonna stare at it. That's always good. How is this possible? The sound of scissors is getting louder. You must hurry. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll popped up against the wall. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. Gasp in horror, not grasp. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white half-eaten corpse. Cool. Well, we did find the holy candles, though, so... Somebody's knocking. You take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now's your chance to fight and defeat this horror. This is also your only chance. Okay. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? Okay. I forgot to equip the bat. That's... that's not good. Okay. Well, I can't equip the bat, so... and I can't throw it at her. That's not good. What else do we have? You can't run, okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna keep attacking her then. I guess we're gonna keep doing this then. I don't have much else to do. I think I'm actually... I might actually make this. There we go. Not too bad. We almost died. Just barely. Ancient horror... Shouldn't that be the ancient horror? And anyway, ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend gravely wounded but alive. You help him and you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Ending A. I forget what ending B is. I assume you just do the ritual wrong, or you die. But yeah, that's just one part of the game. This is just the introduction to how mysteries work. Oh no, no. That's not just one mystery. So the next two on the list. First we have extracurricular activity and quick play. Extracurricular activity is basically quick play, but with set settings, set preferences to make it a little bit a little bit less random than completely quick play. I'm just gonna show that off. The intro is the same. Okay, this is our old god enemy for this playthrough, I guess. The supposed cause of the destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue that has been recently rediscovered and is currently waiting in the museum of our town for its premiere. Old gods rule both you and enemies deal extra damage. Oh god. Cool. So we might actually just get absolutely nuked by an enemy. Ah yeah, okay, that's the better tutorial. I think this is actually a better tutorial than the specific tutorial scenario. Because it actually explains the stuff that I explained earlier. Like, this is the main game screen, this is the log, this is the user interface. You can mouse over the stats. It's I don't need the combat tutorial again. Just gonna ignore that. Okay, free empty bottle. So between mysteries you can take a bath. You can either gain extra reason, extra stamina, or a small XP boost. I think I'm gonna go for the extra. Oh, it can't go. I should have gone for the experience. Then it can't go over 17, I guess. Well. Yeah, I think the default outfit is nice enough. Yeah, now I know. Local police are helpless as more and more victims with their throats slashed turn up in the downtown area. Okay, and anything else I can do in here? Weird, nothing happens. Okay. So each playthrough revolves around finishing 5 mysteries, each one of them basically playing out like the scissor woman mystery from the tutorial. So we have the bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin, the far-out fable of a fear festival, the macabre memoir of morbid mermaids, the curious case of a contagious coma, and the sorrowful saga of moonlit sailors. Moonlight sailors? Moonlight sailors. Well, if you're gonna stream it soon, maybe just watch one playthrough so you get like the gist of it. Because yeah, the tutorials is kind of bad. Kind of really bad. Also, hang on a second. Well, it's not super bad, but it doesn't explain too much. It's hard to explain. It talks about the bare minimum, and that's not quite enough, I feel. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave this up to the chat. Which mystery should I start with? They also... Yes, this macabre memory of morbid mermaids, that sounds normy. The contagious coma sounds normy. The far out fable of a fear festival sounds normy. Steffi's voting for the fear festival. Okay, let's go with the fear festival then. Also, I'm gonna... I can't equip the empty bottle. Your aunt has sent you a letter inviting you to a curious-sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all this stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could... Again, what's the worst thing that could happen, you ask yourself as you board the bus. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village, and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Hey, dear. Just when you thought... Oh, that already happened. A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. Good. Good. To progress this mystery, choose the actions that will advance the clock. If you learn about the terrible secrets of this village, more actions will unlock. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's check out the inn room. Inn room's dusty like it hasn't seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anybody cleaned it up since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. Onsen sounds good. Yeah, but I can't go over 17 stamina. Explore the weird village. Sure. The investigation is taking a toll. I just got here. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. +4 Doom. So, Doom didn't really come up in the earlier scenario. It basically counts up to 100%, and if you get to 100%, you die. And it keeps going between mysteries. So... enjoy the festival. There's still some time before the festival starts, but the locals are seemingly busy setting up the stands and decorating the place. Few stands are already open, but you can't shake off the feeling something is wrong. It's getting late. Look for friends. You stumble into your friend, dog. Dog is just telling me he needs to move some stuff. Can I help? Yes, dog, I can help. So now we have dog. Higher chance of finding items after combat. Oh, now you don't talk anymore. Interesting. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go to bed when suddenly the moon comes out from behind thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that all about? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the festival? Let's investigate the forest. You discover an old campsite located at the edge of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Footprints and tracks suggest a fight. The owner of the tent must have been dragged by 2 unknown attackers into the woods. Free experience, nice. The onsen sounds good. Just gonna keep getting my stamina back that I lost helping the dog. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Well, we don't have a steak knife, so... All nearby trees are connected underground. The main branch leads east. You take a mental note to avoid this region. Going back to the inn, you overhear two masked villagers. They are talking about something awakening up at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. You decide to block entrance to your room with a nightstand. Festival is ending tomorrow and you can't be too careful. Yeah, they did. The game is almost out of early access now. Feeling hungry, you've entered a small local restaurant and ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? It's... Sephi, it's barely in early access still. Feeling the eyes of the restaurant guests on your back, you take a small bite out of the smelly seafood. It's surprisingly good, but you kindly refuse another serving. Barely, almost. You can see the version number up here. It's 0.9.16. Like the main game is in there. I think all of the update added was like more events that can happen. Oh. You had no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end with the guests slashing their heads to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque this is. Suddenly the guests turn their heads in your direction. It's your turn now. It's like an adventure game. More like a board game. I think a board game fits more. All of these events that happen when you're investigating something, they are modular. they can happen in any investigation, or in most of the investigations. I think there's like specific conditions where they can appear, but all of these events can appear somewhere else as well. Hmm. I feel like trying to talk them out of this would take charisma. Fighting our way out is probably gonna be strength. Or we could just slash our heads. Hands, not heads. The guests mean business. You break into a frantic run. However, this only enrages the mourners. They soon catch up to you and overpower you. After an involuntary sacrifice, they toss you out on the street. Well. Cut artery. Jeez. Major injury. Well, where is everybody? This festival is going well. A little bit more blood than I'm used to, but... A trail of blood and sickly-smelling sludge leads to an outskirt of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. A wet splash behind you makes you stop. You slowly turn around to see a young girl slowly walking in your direction. In her eyeball, there's a swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor in a wet splash. Hello, lady. Oh, damn, she does 3 stamina damage per turn. I guess I'm gonna... Where's the look for an improvised weapon? Find a weapon and then... I can't dodge. I guess I'm just gonna kick her. Found a broken bottle. Chance to hit, 60%. Yeah, this seems good. That does 4 damage, 8 damage. Yeah, okay. No, lady, I don't want any of your worms. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Cool. You can't tell what these strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it will take some time before you pick up the trail again. Wait, what's... Cut artery. Oh, -1 stamina each investigation. Ooh, okay. You've rested a bit, it did nothing. Cool. Just advanced the Doom timer. Look, she clearly didn't want any help. She tried to shove the worms down my throat. Come on. The trees overhead block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy. Cool. An abandoned factory. That must be the place where they took everybody. Okay, CF Looney. While exploring the factory, you are caught by masked people you've seen from the inn's window. Tied up, they bring you to the cult leader. We knew you'd come, you hear a raspy voice. Your aunt's voice coming from behind the priest's weird mask. She signals towards the door behind him. Our master is waiting for the final blood sacrifice. Hi. How's it going? So that's how it's going. With a loud bang, the ancient horror disappears and the high priest falls to the floor, grabbing their shoulder. The last thing you see before blacking out are the beams of flashlights and the hand of a police officer saving you from the fall. Later that day, detectives interrogating you are confused when you tell them about the ritual, blood, and eldritch being. The village is abandoned, with no trace of blood anywhere. You were the only one seeing the ancient horror. Well, that's an ending. While you couldn't catch the leader of the cult to interrogate them, the people are safe. You bought the old bus, wondering what would happen if you didn't stop the ritual in time. But hey, we did it. Everything's fine. We get experience, and the doom counter goes down a little bit. I'm still bleeding from my cut artery, but everything's fine. Oh yeah, I couldn't show it off because... Look, Sephi. Look. That's a technicality and you know it. They would have never found them without me. I couldn't show it off because this mystery took place in a village outside of the main city. But in the main city there's a store that's run by a dog. But the store's closed now, so I can't show it off anyway. Yeah, the village is getting kind of gloomy. You don't see anything weird. Okay. I guess I should get some stamina regen. Okay. Well, this mystery is done. I should probably go to the hospital. So we still have to do the bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin, the macabre memoir of morbid mermaids, the curious case of the contagious coma, and the sorrowful saga of moonlight sailors. Who wants to pick? Are we looking for sailors? The bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin, the macabre memoir of morbid mermaids, the contagious case of the curious case of the contagious coma, or the sorrowful saga of moonlit sailors. But it seems to be that everybody wants to see some sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean, a dark writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. He hid himself away for a week, adoring it, not to be seen until one moonlit night when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away, a single lantern swinging at the helm and the captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Now more and more fishermen have begun to find the vile oozes in the nets, and one by one they are disappearing. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. So, we finally got a normal mystery. And how mysteries work is, so these are all locations in the city. You advance the investigation. You advance the investigation by investigating the location that's circled. But you also have, on the right-hand side here, side quest objectives. And doing these side quest objectives is not required, but they usually give you something good that helps in the main mystery. And also, I'm gonna go to the hospital and get this artery stitched up. Oh yeah, in general, entering shops will advance the Doom counter, and again, if the Doom counter hits 100%, you instantly lose. There is no going back from that. Okay, this costs 2 funds to fix. And now we suffer from blood loss. Minus 10% max stamina. Cool. But hey, it's better than losing 1 stamina each investigation. I should probably also go to the hardware store. And get myself a hammer. And then I can discard the bottles that I have. Which, this finished the side quest. You find a huge pile of nets and hooks prepared for the big hunt. You quickly throw them into the ocean. Maybe that'll stop them from sailing out. Oh yeah, this is a fun one. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. Question, what shall we do? It seems to be her backpack. Well, I need a tiebreaker now. That is true. Sephi's making a good case. Bump the police. So, Dia, you're also saying we should take the girl home? Okay. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can handle it from here. Although you braved the stench for hours, you gleaned nothing besides the fact that the fisherman had a wife. Maybe you should pay her a visit. Well, Sephi, you say bad mom, I say demon child. So, eh. Demon mom. Ah, the gruesome altar. Seeing two chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. Hmm. Yeah, let's. I have enough reason. I can look at the occult notes. The notes lying nearby tell of ancient civilizations and unspeakable horror. You've managed to learn an incantation, but the horrifying image will stay with you for a long time. We gained a spell, I think. Oh, there we go. Flesh regrowth. That might not actually be bad. +3 stamina, +/-2 max stamina. +/-2. -2 max stamina? I do need stamina. Well, I mean, between this and the blood loss, my max stamina is not looking too great anyway. What is my max right now? Can I look at that somewhere? I don't think so. But the max used to be 17. So with the blood loss, that might be 15 now. And now I used the spell once, so now it should be 13. You know, still good enough. But we do have enough experience to level up now. So this is how level ups work. You get to pick one perk. And you get to either increase one of your major stats by 1, or you get to increase your health stats by +4. Which, if I pick the stamina one, that should top me off. The available perks all have an obvious effect, like fast offensive actions, +1 knowledge. They also have an effect in certain types of events, like sometimes there's an option that you can only use if you have folklore studies, or if you have hot bath. Hot bath might also not be bad. I think I'm gonna go with fast swimmer. Fast swimmer is very good. Just get to attack more. Yeah. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated, peering in through the dusty window, and you recoil in shock. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. +1 curse. Great. Chance of losing stamina each time you lose reason. That's amazing. I love that. That's so great. I love that. Especially with my lowered max stamina now. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. Ugh. The Pillar of Doom. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly, a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painted on the stone, you take a step closer. I think I'm gonna leave this up to you guys again. Touch the stone, retreat, or study the symbols. Touch it. I mean, you know, studying arcane symbols always works out great. Well, nobody else is speaking up, so I guess we're studying the symbols. Oh, okay, Dia also said study the symbols. You recognize some of these symbols from a stone tablet you saw at the museum. What's the connection? Free experience. Surely someone else must have caught one of these. You look around, hoping to spot one of them. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse carried to the beach by the waves. Do we fuck with the crabs? Yes. Shit. Reaching for the body, you're attacked by several crabs that don't want to share their meal. -2 stamina. These crabs fucked me up. A young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies between caressing his catch. The beating movement in his arms disturbs you. The town's docks are a mix of modern warehouses, small shops, and bars where the alternative crowd gathers. An ancient wooden temple occupies a small hill at the town's center. I am low on funds, so I'm gonna take the warehouse job. There's always a job for a strong person like you. You help with moving crates and exchange recent seaside gossip with other workers. +2 funds and +5 experience. Oh, whoops. That was an accidental double click. Suddenly, the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. Well, can do nothing but just brace myself. The blizzard chills you to the bone and disappears as quickly as it began. -2 stamina. Oh. You slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only sound are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. The tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. It's not the sailors. The black beings must have left their bodies. Shocked, you watch them sail all the way off way out of the harbor. You're terrified at their power, but relieved that they did not drag their meat puppets with them. Meat puppets. The black beings never returned. Yet mothers would not let their children play on the beach. Over time, people forgot that the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. Although some claim they see strange beings come into the port at night. Yeah, great. They left their meat puppets behind. It's great. It's fine. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You have to find a new way out. What does that do? Oh, investigating places located outside of the city, the village, the mansion, and the forest cost 1 doom more. Another small key. We're just gonna keep ignoring that mailbox. We're gonna take a bath, and we're gonna get the small XP boost. Oh, it's really small. That's really only 5 experience. That not sure if that was actually worth it. But why don't we take a peek through the peephole? You don't see anything weird. Soon. Okay, next mystery. Gang, I need votes again. The bloody brief of the beckoning bulletin, the macabre memoir of morbid mermaids, or the curious case of the contagious coma. Contagious coma? That's 1 vote. That's 2 votes. That's enough. For me. Sounds festive. Well, we already had the festival. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People trying to wake them up, wake the patients up, result with them falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated for the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? It's called depression. Look, I already have, like, severe suicidal depression. I don't need comatose depression as well. Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. And for the side quest, we need to investigate the village twice. I can afford that, because it's gonna make the doom counter go up more, but if it completes the quest, that's fine. Our master is coming, and we can all bask in its glory. The magician. Base chance to hit 47%, come on. Yeah, I think I can fit 2 strong attacks. Now that I have fast swimmer. Okay, he's down to 8 HP. And if I just do the sequence again, that should kill him. Nice. Nice and easy. Didn't give me anything though. Oh, he gave me 8 experience, so I guess that's something. The museum started hanging out posters promoting the Greek art exhibition, unaware of the danger. The opening night may prove to be the last night for all of us. Ithor 2 is coming, and now you know the date. Plus 3 Doom, 10 experience. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. He gave us the dust of seeing. Momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. Interesting. The rapture, I remember. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Do we help the new substitute teacher? She seems nice. Felix says no. Tia says yes. Sephi, I need a tiebreaker. I cannot interpret that. Emma, what are you saying? Oh, Sephi left. So I guess I'm gonna be the own tiebreaker here. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. The creepy substitute teacher hands you dusty old biological specimens. The rancid smell of formalin almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? I keep losing stamina. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder seeing the weird woman reach into a pocket and grabbing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? Ah, the aspiring model. She has 20 HP. This is... Look, she didn't even ask for help. She just wants our face. I mean, come on. Also, she does 3 stamina damage. I hate that. What if we attack and then try to dodge? Nope, she's still... Oh, hello. Nice face you have. Oh, now she does 6 damage. But I think I can end this encounter right here, right now. Hey, she left us her lucky earrings. Plus 2 luck? Yeah, sure, I equip that. I'm thinking... Yeah, quick thinking might actually be really nice to have. And then we just recover stamina. I really need that stamina. Damn, Love Life is a brutal game. You have to sneak into the hospital and borrow Patient Zero's information. damn it! A heat wave continues with record temperatures. Continuing your investigation takes more and more effort. -2 stamina. You've got the name and the address. Let's get out of here. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that would revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents, he tells you he can heal your wounds for free. You just need to sign here. I mean, do I have anything that needs... if he can heal my blood loss, that would be amazing. Or maybe he can actually get rid of my suicidal curse, but I don't think that's it. Yes, Crown Tundra coming soon. So do we trust this suspicious man or not? Dia with the firm, no? He does wear a mask. He's very responsible, clearly. Definitely not. So that's 2 no's then. You politely decline the generous offer and continue on your way. Nothing bad happened, but also nothing good happened. It's been almost a year since a childhood friend moved to another city. He left suddenly without even saying goodbye. In a recent letter, he apologized for the disappearance and asked you to remove the furniture from his flat because he wants to sell it. In the envelope, you find a key to his apartment. I'll be a friend. You find another letter behind the wardrobe. It explains that the reason your friend left was that the shadow people were stalking him. You shudder when you realize you haven't seen the moving company truck's driver's face. Uh-oh. That man dabbled in magic. You found a journal describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. It seems that he tried to contact a being from the dream realms. When you walk through a crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Perception check failure. No! Before you realize your wallet is missing, the thief is long gone. There goes our last money. I worked so hard for that money. The quarantine wing is guarded closely. You must find a way to sneak through. Someone has been branding the patients with occult symbols. Immediately, just assume the worst. Branded like cattle. Are they preparing a feast for their eldritch masters? Plus 4% doom. Okay, we're at the end of the investigation. There it is. Let's hope you find an answer here. You've managed to sneak through the floor, avoiding the police, and finally reached the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in. Their pulse is slowly weakening and the blood pressure is dropping. You must hurry. Well, we do have the Dust of Seeing. Following the old man's advice, you throw the Dust of Seeing in the air. It reveals weird elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above each bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. The creature causing the contagious coma is plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. 38 HP, 3 damage to everything. I think... You can't... Can't run from this encounter, okay. We can't just unplug a patient. It's gonna do a lot of damage to him. 15. But it's also gonna cost us 3 reason. But I do have a lot of reason to play with. I do not have a lot of stamina to play with. What if I dodge, prepare, strong attack? Well, that still hit me. Prepare, strong attack, dodge. Okay, well, it all comes down to this now. Okay. I'm still alive. I'm just gonna die in the next encounter right away. Really hope dodge would actually work for once. Hey, it worked! I can end the encounter right here and don't have to unblock anybody. Ah yeah, there we go. Resisting the unknown horror it's taking its toll on your health. Weakened, you finally succumb to your injuries alone. As the dust settles upon your open eyes, reality starts to crumble. The old god is ready to return once more. Well, that's it. Damn. It started so well, too. If you think about it. Oh, okay. Well, in that case... It's okay, it's okay. So last time I did extracurricular activity. This time I'm just gonna go with quick play, which will randomize a lot of more stuff. The intro is always the same, so I'm just gonna click through it. Okay, here we go, if you think about it. This is... yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can kill you. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found its way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through the glass. Glimpses of horror lurking behind your reflection are just the beginning. Resting at home raises doom. Well, we got the same character, so that's interesting. Speaking of spooky, hello, Mr. Shadow Person. Okay, so our 5 mysteries for this playthrough are the bizarre brood of the blood-curdling Boltonist. Damn, that's a mouthful. The chilling chronicle of the Crimson Cape. The sorrowful saga of the Moonlit Sailors. We have that one already. The curious case of the contagious coma is back. And the horrible history of Household Hell. Make your selection. The first one was the bizarre brood of the blood-curdling botanist. Well, okay. I just realized I don't have a... Okay, botanist first, then house. If we live that long, yes. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Always with the big city fertilizer. What is he doing and where is he? We've got a business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you anything useful. Well, because I didn't get to show it off last time. Where is it? Yeah, in downtown we have a randomized item shop run by this cute dog. Well, I was kind of hoping for a weapon, so I'm just gonna go to Seaside into the hardware store again. Because the hardware store has like a more... Well, I was hoping there would be something that I could actually afford, but I guess I'm just gonna take the flashlight. We're just gonna be without a weapon for the beginning of the game. It's gonna be fine. Oh, hey, we can search... We got the moving company event again, and since I have the flashlight now, I can search my friend's apartment. You shine your flashlight in the dark closet and something glitters at you. You grab it as the moving company enters the house. Ah! Looks like my friend had some weird hobbies. Small chance of ignoring reason loss in combat. That's actually not that bad. Oh, and it shows up in the character as well, so it's always great. Shirozan has always been a weirdo, but he was good at what he did. Last month he ordered a package from an experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with addresses somewhere, the old man says. Help me move his dirt and I'll look for it. Oh, also, the side quest is investigate the school twice to complete this quest, so... Let's investigate the school. You stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database to look for anything that might help your investigation. You find a curious text file containing occult instructions. You delete it, preventing anyone from trying it. -2 Doom. You carefully enter the biology classroom. The room seemed empty at first until you switched the lights on. You gasp in horror. Lying in a pool of blood is one of the teachers with a fruit knife in the head. Fruit knife? Okay. There's a jar of formaldehyde on the nearest table. Mesmerized by the spiral pattern on the sea creature's skin, you step over the dead body and come closer. And then the voices start. I'm gonna kick the shit out of the squid. I'm gonna kick the squid exactly once. Base chance to hit 60%. Three damage. Damn it. There we go. Ah! The lump of flesh. Great. +5 stamina, but adds a new status. It's undulating slowly. I'm just gonna pocket that. A new yet undefined species of cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect with other mammals? Stop right there! You hear a voice coming from behind you. You won't destroy my life's work. Buddy, I don't even know what you're talking about. Welcome to my personal space. He only has 10 HP, so he shouldn't be a problem. That being said, I can't end this encounter in just one round, so... Oh, and his damage output just increases. Interesting, interesting. Well, too bad he's done. While the dispatch order is stained with the foul-smelling liquid, you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. No, I don't... I don't know if you can even get rid of it. I think there's usually like... Yeah, no problem. I think there's like anti-burn-in videos you can play, but I don't know how effective those are. Yeah, it also depends on how big the or how severe the burn-in is. But yeah, I don't know. Try to Google for like anti-burn-in videos or pictures. Yeah, if it's LCD or plasma. Yeah, I getcha, I getcha. It's an OLED. Hmm. Yeah, that should be easier. Also, hey, we got a curse again. It's suicidal again, of course. Why wouldn't it be? The suspicious group you've been following is gathered in a nearby forest, they're enacting some sort of ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. Well, attempt to climb it. You fall down and injure yourself. Luckily, you manage to limp away unnoticed. Cool. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Plus to Doom. Okay, now I'm wondering what the previous owner did with that TV. That it has like the Google Chrome top area burned in. Maybe not. Try not to think about it. The trees overhead block sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy. -2 reason, but I think that got blocked by the ritual mask, so that's nice. I mean, yeah, that's how you get burn-in. You just leave the TV on all the time. That's how it happens. Oh, okay, here we have an interesting one. In the forest, you hear a faint whispering in the distance, whimpering in the distance. When we find it, you discover a wild dog held by the hind leg of a in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly as you get closer. Hmm. Yeah, I've been trying to get better about Oh yeah, by the way, do we help the dog or do we not risk it? But yeah, I've been trying to get better about just turning the TV off if I don't need it, even if it's just like half an hour or so, because sometimes I just leave it on the Switch or PS4 home screen. While I don't know, while I'm cooking or something, or while I'm searching for something on the internet, and I just need to get better about that. You free the injured dog. Thankful, the animal follows you. We have dog. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the... Sorry? In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives up and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies the man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Okay, okay. Okay, he has 12 HP. The plants are gonna do 3 damage. I can take the damage for myself. I can look at his injuries. Yeah, let's take a look. Ah, there we go. The top of Shiro-san's head flies off, revealing his brain. Out of it, the fruiting body of a fungus. There we go. Now we're in The Last of Us. Ah, welcome back, Sevi. So... what's the course of action here? Hit him with the branch. And then with the knife. With the normal attack. Oh god. I'm losing so much health. Okay. Dodge. %90 chance to hit. Okay. He has 7 HP. If I hit with both attacks, he's dead. If I don't, I'm dead. Okay, good. The fungus dies, and with it, the gardener. With no body to grow from, you hope that's the end of it. You finally understood something. The plants weren't attacking you, they were protecting you from the unnatural form of life. Nice plants. Good plants. I'm gonna take discipline here because I definitely need the stamina regen that gives. Weakened, you stumble out of the mansion, hoping to forget. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in an unnatural green glow. Jesus. Pfft. My tongue is giving out. I think I need to stop soon. Reason cost of all spells in... Oh, well, that's fine. I don't have any spells. Probably just my imagination. Taking a bath and getting the reason regain, I guess. 7/7, perfectly balanced. Okay. We said we were going to do the horrible history of household hell next time. Next, right? There are many old mansions around this town. 000 mana is one of them. Is it 000 or 000? I know that's it's one of the aliases for Junji Ito, I believe. Supposedly haunted by the family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. Ooh, mana. Supposedly haunted by the family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. But is it the only tragic event that took place here? Friends you've talked with are not sure where the mansion itself is located. You have to find the mansion first. A trip to the library might shed some light on it. But we also need to investigate the seaside twice to complete the quest. The side quest. The waves lazily wash on the shore. You take your deep breath. The fresh sea air clears your head. Plus 1 reason. Nice. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company, fortunately, specializes in cases like yours and will gladly help you get back on track. After all, he takes a step closer and you can swear there is a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. Yeah, take my peace of mind. The man smiles, handing you an envelope. You feel like you've made a huge mistake. Plus 5 doom, plus 2 funds. That's not too bad. My doom count is pretty low. You've learned the cliff of the mansion was built on a... You learned the cliff the mansion was built on is famous for its extensive cave system. You've decided to rent some books that might help you. With the 2 funds, I can actually go into the hardware store. And get the carpenter hammer, finally. Finally a good weapon. I did not click on the carpenter's hammer. I got the architect's journal instead. I think. Oh, not enough room. Item added to the storage. There we go. I'm gonna put the lump of flesh into the storage and get the carpenter hammer instead. Equip it. Put the branch into storage. Architect's journal. One house owner, however, decided to make use of the cave tunnel. It's a natural concert hall, he claims. Okay. An article covers a group of scientists from Tokyo. They were exploring and mapping the weird cave formations found in the cliffs. The search of the missing team of scientists continues. The only clue so far is a code written on the cavern wall. 427 hertz. I don't think I need the architect's journal. I'm just gonna put that away. Get the branch and the empty bottle. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for the train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful. Well, we can't invite for coffee because we don't have funds, so we're just gonna chat a little bit. I can't do coffee. I don't have funds. I'm broke. She can pay for it. Embarrassed, you discover you can't afford a coffee. -2 reason. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. I've just become aware of how broke I am, and it made me lose sanity. Comparing different mansions with the sketch, you finally find the one. There's only one problem. You will need a strong rope to enter the mansion through the high window. Oh, we're gonna heist movie this. I see. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. -2 reason. You make it through the window. This is the abandoned mansion your friends have talked about. Let's explore it. Corpses are strung up on wire like macabre marionettes with painted smiles and rosy cheeks. -2 reason. Nice. Thank you very much. I'm almost out of reason, and there's nothing I can do about it. You've heard a weird noise coming from the locked study. You must find the key. Oh, this is great. You find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. When you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. Sephi, if either stamina or reason completely runs out, you're done. Game over. Burn it. You may never know what's inside the hideous book, but that's a good thing. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night, she broke into a local inn and stitched the unsuspecting guests together. Her final, gruesome artwork. But that's just a legend, right? Sephi, you're talking about Eternal Darkness. So, vote. Should we rifle through the cupboard, or should we check out the sewing machine? Sephi says sewing machine, and okay. On the sewing machine, you spot a strange engraving. When you get closer to investigate, your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge. You leave the room quickly. We get a spell. Expel evil. -6% doom. One-time use only. Costs 2 stamina. I assume that was the seamstress. I'm just gonna forget the spell and get the reason for that. You were startled when you discovered that headless body. You were horrified when you saw its head hanging in the middle of the room and laughing. Well, if it hits me, I'm dead. So I'm just gonna run away. In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. +2 do. Still haven't found the key. You aren't sure what to expect. The sturdy door to the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps. You move the rotten carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads to an underground chamber connected to the sea. But you can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustics of this place make the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerized, you step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. Unholy chants coming from the caves connected to the mansion must have driven the family insane. With no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had. Themselves. However, this doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. Hey, well, survived. A weird epidemic keeps staff at the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. Mystery solved. Taking a bath. This time going for the extra reason. Also level up. Oh, fast swimmer is back. Nice. Gonna take fast swimmer and extra reason. There we go. Okay, so we have the Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. We have the Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. We have the Curious Case of the Contagious Coma. Please vote. Yeah, it's back. All of the mysteries are modular, so they can appear in multiple playthroughs. It's okay. No, the mermaid one is not here this time. So again, we have the Crimson Cape, Moonlight Sailors, Contagious Coma. Contagious Coma was the one that killed us last time. Just for reference. Oh no, wait, it didn't kill us. Right, I killed it and then I died right afterwards, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. We got one of the endings, but I died right afterwards. So what if we go for the other ending this time? Which involves not doing the side quest. Looks like someone has taken all the knives from the kitchen. The mere thought of it makes you feel very uneasy. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. You quickly find a tombstone marked with red string. Under a stone, you find a note someone left for you. Yeah, burn-in sucks. If you're lucky, it might go away on its own after you use it. But that's not a guarantee. As long as it's just a light burn-in. Could be worse, I guess. Hmm. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determined the causes of death. Um... Let's check out that freezer! You take a peek into the freezer but can't see anything important. You wonder what could smell so awful if there's nothing inside. Nearby, the body on the dissection table twitches slightly. The horror of countless autopsies stands before you. And of course she does reason damage, because... God damn it. Oh, and she's a ghost, so I can't slash at her. So the way to fight ghosts is you can do a ritual, and it's kind of like playing. It's kind of like playing Mastermind, where it will tell you how many steps you got right. Yeah, even if you don't get it right, you get provided with a hint. So it's 5. It's 5 steps for the ritual. Or you could just sever their ties to our world, which will do 4 damage. Yeah, actually, that's 2 combat rounds. Let's do that instead. Let's just assault this ghost with a hammer. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You search for the you reach for the package, but hesitate. An icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. Should we examine the package or should we not ignore it? Sephi says examine. Well, that's 2 yeses, so... As soon as you pick up the package, you realize what you're holding and drop it in horror. 8 experience. That could have gone bad, but hey, 69 experience total. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of the house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Follow the weird man! The door is locked, but you think you can repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. Nothing happens. +2 doom. Oh, it's him again. Do we have anything? No, no, still no injuries for him to cure. So, we're at the end of the mystery, and this time we don't have the dust of seeing. So... Complete silence of this place hits you when you reach one of the beds. All of the patients are dead. And that's the end of the mystery. Everybody died. Shaken, you sneak out from the hospital. One thing is certain though, with no sick people, it's the end of this weird illness. My job here is done. But you didn't do anything. Away. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. The police are hopeless. And that's the end of that chapter. Mystery solved. Hey, level up. Getting reason back up because I don't want to die. Okay, see ya, Sephi. I'm not gonna go on for much longer anyway. Well, depends on how quickly we die, I guess. Give me that extra reason. Ah, someone's standing in the shadow again, watching our door. Amazing. Okay, well, we're down to the last two mysteries, so Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape or Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors? Take your pick, otherwise I will. That's cheating, you can't do that. I was asking you. Flip a coin. I do have a coin here. Okay, so heads is gonna be Red Cape, tails is gonna be Sailors. Tails. But hey, since we've done one of the endings already, then I can just go for the other ending here and just completely ignore the side quest. Oh, hello, Miss Aspiring Model, again. That was easy. Hey, lucky earrings. Yoink. Oh, actually, wait, the compass. 2 experience for each investigated location. I actually like that better than the lucky earrings. But I think I'm gonna equip the lucky earrings on the last mystery, because on the last mystery I don't care so much for experience anymore. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? I feel like taking a nap will increase the doom counter. Coffee will probably cost us funds. Jog around the block might just drain our stamina. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we can go for the coffee. We do have funds, and I don't need to buy anything more. You enter the art classroom. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. Do we check out the sculptures or do we check out the masks? You know, just eerily realistic sculptures. What could go wrong? Why is it doing that? The head of one sculpture looks so lifelike you move closer and raise your hand nervously to touch it. It falls off. A headless person stumbles out of the sculpturing classroom and is reaching for your head. But you know what? The doom counter is so low. I'm just gonna run away and take the doom penalty. In the middle of a room, you see a man tied to a chair. You rush in to help. When you remove his gag, though, the man starts shouting curses and ancient prophecies. You fall on the floor, your mind flooded with unspeakable images as the man slowly stands up, completely ignoring the chair he was seemingly tied to. Oh, you do doom damage. I don't care for doom damage. The Curious Statuette. +1 knowledge while held in the inventory. Yeah, sure. Let's carry this statuette around with us. In the summer of 1971, a whole class trip fell to the sea when a rock they were standing on collapsed. They didn't find the bodies. Until now. Oh! Neat! 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 Lovely! Lovely, lovely. Let's just get out of here. You try to avoid mirrors, afraid what could be waiting for you on the other side. Oh right, our old one is the mirror. Yeah, Gozo, the thing forsaken by God. Actually, you know what? The side quest in here is discard 2 item cards to complete the quest. And I do have the lump of flesh that I can just throw away. So get rid of the branch. And get rid of the lump of flesh. And we complete the side quest. Hey, for once the game gives me reason. Nice. There's something wrong with the tap water. It's black and oily and glistening, smelling like death. You hope it's just a temporary issue. So now we cannot take a bath anymore. Bye-bye 3 healing. Don't drink the water. Okay, so I do want the lucky earrings now that we're moving on to the final investigation. Lucky earrings. Equip. Put the compass into storage. Yeah, if you take a bath now, it just says they still didn't fix the water problem. It is black and oily and glistening. No way you're gonna wash yourself with that. Guess we're just gonna be stinky. Local dentist has been found guilty of implanting dog teeth on the human patients. Motive is currently unknown. Yikes. Okay, the final mystery. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally a harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses, and he intends to complete the dangerous dare. Okay. When Akamanto asks which paper you do want, you must refuse anything. Okay, that's the gossip we needed. Oh, neat. Student A, +1 knowledge. Nice. And student B. Cheaper pharmacy items. Nice. Well, I don't have any money to buy some, so... You've heard some versions of the legend. Everyone agrees that you can't take anything from the man... You can't take anything the man offers you, though. Hearing footsteps behind you, you realize you're not the only student here. A girl wearing a demon's mask starts giggling and she's getting closer. 4 stamina damage. Okay, if all of these hit, this combat ends in 1 round. Almost, almost. Ah, knife. A student wearing a mask, that's just yourself. Oh no, the mirrors. You've reported it to the principal, who promises he will take care of it. With your friends safe for now, you should maybe look into the legend. Maybe records on this in the city's library mention of Akamanto. Your reflection twists and shimmers when you're not looking at it directly. Goizo is getting closer, curse. The hunger. -1 charisma. They look tasty. They look so tasty. The pool is empty at this hour. It's dark, but you could swear something suddenly moved under the surface of the water. Maybe she's both. Oh, someone left their wallet in the open lockers. +2 funds. Nice. One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed a life-saving surgery on a victim of a brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. Yeah, hospital. We now have some funds. Maybe we find something in the pharmacy. That's good. Hmm. I kind of like the sewing kit. The sewing kit might be nice. I don't think we need charisma for anything anyway. Item storage. Get the bottle out of here. Sewing kit. Let's stitch ourselves up. And then put the bottle back. Does it not? It should have music. Oh yeah, it doesn't it doesn't show up on OBS. That's weird. Oh no, there we go. As a part of the therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. Maybe I need to pull it up a little bit. How's this? Okay, good. Yeah, it would be a shame because the music is actually really cool. When the patient came home one morning covered in scars and babbling about aliens, the police had him committed. They're mumbling something quietly as they pass by. Let's talk to them. Oh, well, shit, there's the charisma. You try reasoning with them to tell you what really happened, but it doesn't work. It takes 2 nurses to calm them down after they've roughed you up. Figures I run into a charisma check. Yeah, figures I run into a charisma check right after I say I don't need charisma anymore. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all of his records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today, and another body has supposedly been found. You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. You gasp in pure horror. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. I just keep getting dunked on by these random events. The principal has ordered the school to be closed down for the investigation. You're stopped by a girl you haven't seen in months, but how could you? She died in an accident. Hey, stalker girl. Art bad. Are you kidding me? Come on. I'm gonna take quick thinking and gonna up my stamina because stamina went down to 2. It's not good. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman in a pool of blood. It looks like someone, or something, tore out his throat. You did, they didn't tear out his throat, but instead carved an occult symbol with something sharp. You try to remember the shape and escape before anyone arrives. Neat. You break the window to get inside the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Get over there. Well, our character is knee-deep into it. Getting access to the student database would certainly speed up your investigation, but the receptionist would never allow it. If only there was a way to make her go away for a while. You weren't able to convince the receptionist to let you access the database. Again, a charisma check. God damn it. This has been a waste of time. There's no turning back now. You step into the last stall and close the door behind you. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, squish, squeak. The sound of rubber boots in an unknown liquid dripping on the tiles. Squish, squeak. You see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. The door slowly opens. A man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? I mean, the answer's obvious, right? We'll go for red. Oh, right. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes their mask off as stall walls wither and rot and reality starts to crumble. Catch this knife! Catch this bottle! I can only take one more attack. I do have dexterity 9 now, so maybe that will help me. Nope, still hit me. It's no good. I need to dodge. I need to dodge his attack, otherwise I'm dead. Nope. Basking in the dying sun's morbid glow, your corpse continues to twist and warp, bringing you closer to your primordial perfect form. Soon the herald will take you to the shattered court, where you will perform and sing mad songs until the end of time itself. That sounds awful. Well, that's the end of that run. That was also really good. Could have almost made it to the end game. Oh well. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop now. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Almost getting me killed sometimes. Yeah, I like this game. This game is fun. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.